Welcome to another Hi event right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. I'm here at the Shangri-La Colombo today with William Angliss at SLIIT for one of the biggest events on their calendar, the graduation for the year 2022. My name is Dima. Stay tuned with Hi Events to find out more. I have with me Mr. Anup Veerasinghe, who is the Managing Director at William Angliss at SLIIT. Now tell me, Anup, this is one of the biggest events in the calendar for William Angliss. So how's the experience been and how is it for a student to be graduating today?
Well, I think it's probably the most important day of their educational career because they work really hard through their 4 semesters, and this is what they all work for, and then they move on to industry or maybe move on to do their degree program from here. So it's a very important day. Yeah, so far it's been wonderful, very well organized, and I think the children are going to have a great time. Yeah.
So how is the experience like to be at William Angliss, and what makes studying at William Angliss experience above the rest?
So we are Sri Lanka's only purpose-built hospitality university, and therefore for us the whole idea from the get-go was that when a child walks into the campus, that they really have a true student experience. It's like going to university, right? It's not just a building that someone's put up and they get to walk in, but to get the real experience. So from the teachers, from the programs, and it's a full-fledged international program. And we deliver exactly what is being done in Australia as well. So the experience is very similar and it's very seamless once they get to Australia or wherever they plan to go from there onwards. Yeah.
With the current situation, how is William Angliss prepared to face the tough times ahead?
That's a really interesting question because as you know, there's a huge delegation from William Angliss who's here from Australia, and as the economic climate really took a nosedive and the hospitality trade really took a hit, actually the numbers at Angliss has been on the rise. So that means that there is definitely a demand, and people still see that the need of this kind of qualification for them, not just to even be here but to go outside the country. So our demand is actually massive. Yeah, it's grown, and it's quite an anomaly for a lot of people, and even the people at Angliss are asking how is this possible, and truth be told, the demand's there, the product's there, and it works well. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Now anyone out there who wants to join William Angliss, where would they head on over to?
Well, they can get into our website, which is www.chm.lk, or they can call our marketing department. So you can, on our website, you can get all the relevant numbers, and then you can speak to one of our marketing specialists, and they will be able to guide you through the entire process. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I have with me Mr. Sanchita Uduvitana, who is the Director Human Resources at Hilton Colombo with me. Tell me, Sanchita, how important it is to have recruits, an institution like William Angliss right here at SLIIT, bringing out trained, skilled professionals into the industry.
I think it's a challenging time for hotels right now. I think this is the most important time that we must appreciate what William Angliss is doing to the country, because they're producing some fantastic talent to the industry. I've been associating from the day one when William Angliss established in Sri Lanka. That is only because I knew the potential, the amount of talent they're going to develop. So for me, it's a very, very proud moment, because this is what we want to the country, and we're so proud of some of the talent that we saw getting awards today. And this is kind of thing that you need for country, and probably we need few more big giants like this to come to the Sri Lanka and probably develop our people, because Sri Lanka had been identified as one of those training centers to take people to other countries. So therefore these kind of institutes are much needed in this time of the year.
I have with me Mr. Krishanta Gamanupala, who is the GM for Hilton Veeravilla. Now tell me, sir, how important it is to have an institution like William Angliss at SLIIT bringing out trained, skilled professionals?
Yeah, I would say it's very important, because this industry needs skilled workforce. So institutions like William Angliss doing a wonderful job to produce these youngsters right after 2 years, and we as hoteliers are blessed to have them in our hotels. If you look at my hotels, at any given time I have 5 to 6 trainees working for me. So we are more than happy to help this institution, and we also wish them good luck in years to come so that the industry will prosper thanks to institutions like this.
I have with me Mr. Irfan Razin, who's the General Manager at Shangri-La Hambantota. Now tell me, sir, you've attended the event. How has it been, and how nice is it to see skilled professionals coming out of an institution like William Angliss at SLIIT?
I think first of all I should congratulate the graduates today. I think it was very well organized. I think hats off to have a graduation like this in Sri Lanka. I think it's one of those kind, and I think we as hoteliers will want to have these kind of graduates working for our hotels in Sri Lanka.
Mrs. Geethandali Chakravarti, who is the General Manager for Hilton Yala. Now tell me, madam, how important it is to have an institution like William Angliss at SLIIT putting out skilled individuals, and the kind of opportunities that you're providing for them at Hilton Yala.
Right. First of all, thank you very much to William Angliss for inviting me for this occasion. And I have been associated with William Angliss for many years now. And it's very, very important to have an institution which not only gives an opportunity for students to study and understand hospitality management, but something special that I see in William Angliss is that they also give opportunities for students to get involved in event management, which is one of the key aspects, I could say, especially for the city hotels in Sri Lanka. Having this institution in Sri Lanka is a great opportunity for Sri Lanka because of its affiliation to the Australian University, and which also pave the way for Sri Lankan students to do their higher studies in a different country, or the opportunity to go to Australia.
I have with me Ms. Priya Ganeshan, who's the HR Manager at Waligama Bay Marriott Resort. Now tell me, Priya, how important it is to have an institution like this, William Angliss at SLIIT, putting out skilled recruitments, and do you have any special recruitment program for the graduates who are coming out?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Actually, right now in the country and all over the place, finding skilled talent has become like a great challenge because it's like a crisis for the talent. So we always prefer getting freshers because it's quite easy for us to groom them and get on board. So actually what we've noticed is from William Angliss, we always get like a good set of students, like with high standards and well groomed. When you take all the trainees that we have, like for a fact, the William Angliss students get highlighted even in our property. So it's like we are so grateful that there's an institution like this, because most of our trainees at one point we absorb them into our permanent card as well. So I think it's really a good opportunity for all the students in Sri Lanka to have an institute like this.
With me Ms. Janice Hakel Ranasinghe, who is here to witness the graduation event for William Angliss at SLIIT. Tell me, ma'am, how has it been for you to experience this event?
It has been a joy, actually. This is the second one I've attended, and I'm thrilled to be here for more than one reason. Primarily because one of my staff of 4 years, after she started working with me, she started the William Angliss course, and I saw how she grew well, and it benefited both my company, my clients, as well as herself. And she today won one of the best student awards for her batch. So I'm very happy to be here and see how successful she's become, along with seeing all the other great talent that's coming out of here. I think I've been in the tourism and hospitality industry for 17 years, and it is such a wonderful industry to be in. So many dimensions to it, and so many areas that different skills can fit into, and we as a country can really grow from and benefit from skilled, trained professionals like this. So I'm very happy to be here and support what William Angliss does in this industry.
I have Mr. Patrick Pereira with me, who is, the head of learning and development and the vice president at Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts as well, talking to us. So tell us, Patrick, how important it is, or how important is it for us to have an institution like William Angliss at SLIIT putting out skilled professionals for an industry like ours?
Oh, it's greatly important because in Sri Lanka, industry is going through a tough time now, but it's a resilient industry. We always wanted to be the best that we can be. All the brands that is present in Sri Lanka, local and international, wanted to give out the fantastic service that we are known for. So we at Cinnamon look forward for the same thing. We wanted to create a differentiation through service, and institute like William Angliss, who produce quality products, help us to do that. Because end of the day, what we really deliver is service. Service is connected to people. So having right people on the right time, in the right space, with the right mindset matters a lot. So therefore, what William Angliss does on year and year, producing quality graduates for the industry is tremendous. It's a value addition, and it's something that is very vital for the industry to move forward.
The Chancellor of SLIIT, Professor Radnoka, and your team, thank you for your support in enabling us to do what we wish to do. To Stephen Brady Miles, Centre Director of William Angliss Institute at SLIIT, Stephen, congratulations again to you and your team for pulling together what is a fantastic festival of student success, which is exactly what graduations should be.
De Boss, who is the general manager at Shangri-La and One Golf Face Mall, who is hosting the event, the graduation for William Angliss at SLIIT. Now tell us how important it is to have this momentous celebration and the graduation happening at your institution.
Yeah, I think it's a great moment. Hospitality needs everybody, and definitely William Angliss plays a strong roles in Sri Lanka. We've been partnering with them for several years, and definitely we want to partner even more. Because the hospitality industry is something very important in Sri Lanka, and it's growing. So definitely we need to have talents and skilled talents, and definitely William Angliss Institute provide us these talents.
Now, do you see any speciality in the graduates coming out from William Angliss as opposed to any other institution anywhere else in the world?
I would see interacting with them quite often when they come and with us is they're definitely adventurous. They're more curious and asking questions. That's definitely what I think what we need the industry, and how I think they can be developed in the future. So that's definitely a great asset.
We all are waiting to get good talent, quality talent. I'm sure William Angliss Institute, CALM, has produced one more batch.
Mr. Viraj Vijayaratne, who is from HR and Admin at Resplendent Salon. So tell us, how was the graduation ceremony today?
A very beautiful ceremony as usual. William Angliss always pulls off well. Even last time when they did it, it was a very good, well organized, well thought out event.
Now, William Angliss at SLIIT, they put out some exceptionally talented and well-trained, skilled professionals. How important do you think it is to have an institution like this in Sri Lanka putting out skilled professionals?
Well, if you really look at the industry as a whole, there's a need for talent. Right? A lot of talented people are moving out of the country, and it's very important that we have institutes like this which captures the youth, creates that interest in the industry, and made sure that they are retained here. Given the opportunities while working along with other hotels in Sri Lanka, making sure why it's important for the young talent to remain in Sri Lanka. So William Angliss is doing a great job in that, I would say, and it is very crucial at this time because during this past few years, industry had been suffering, and we needed people like young talent to be created and trained so that the industry can move on with good talent, since it's changing from time to time.
I have with me Mr. Nicholas Hunt, the CEO of William Angliss Australia. So tell me, Nicholas, how has the graduation ceremony been today?
The graduation ceremony has been tremendous. The warmth of the welcome, the smiles on the students' faces and the proud parents is everything that graduations are all about. So it's about a celebration of success and the beginning of these students' journey as they pursue their professional career within the tourism and hospitality industry.
So how important is it for a student who walks into William Angliss, because William Angliss is associated with many countries all over the world and especially Australia?
The importance for the students, I think, is the care and attention that our teachers give them. They focus on the attitude, the skills and the knowledge they need to thrive in the industry, and that is really what we see in our alumni when they move into industry and how they progress all through the ranks to their successful careers.
You mentioned alumni now. Is there a big support group out there for the students to go out and they join the alumni?
William Angliss has been delivering skills training and development for 80 years now. We have students from all over the globe that come and study with us, both in Australia and in our other campus partner operations here in Sri Lanka, China, Singapore, and so there is a huge network of alumni out there, and it's such a small industry when everybody gets to know each other, and they all meet and help each other progress their careers.
You've been in Sri Lanka for a few days. I hear you've been going around. How have you experienced, and what do you feel about the hospitality right here in our country?
The hospitality here in Sri Lanka is fantastic. When we come here, we don't often get a chance to go away, but we did have the privilege of going down to Cape Welagama and seeing the beautiful beaches that there are down in the south of Sri Lanka, and I really want to come back and spend more time.
Sounds fantastic. Anybody out there who wants to visit Sri Lanka, what would you tell them?
I'd say to them, please come. The food is fantastic, the diversity of flavours in the food, the hospitality of the people, and the beautiful, beautiful ancient structures and attractions that you have here, along with nature's wildlife. It's a paradise.
With me, Mrs. Achala Silva, Director at George Stewart for HR. Now tell me, Achala, how has the graduation ceremony been today?
And I would say, I've been coming for all the graduate ceremonies throughout the past, inception of the William Angliss. So I would say it's the best, I would say, this time. Very much improved, very nice experience.
You see a lot of skilled professionals moving out. How important do you think it is to have an institution like this, bringing out skilled professionals, especially at a time like this?
I would always believe in that. I believe in three things. One thing is the skill, the qualification, what you gain, as well as the experience, and then your personal will, your passion to do things. So, in this success story, the three things, the formula, skill matters a lot. So having a good qualified experience from a good institute is very important, I would say, yeah.
I have with me Miss Salome Senaratne, who is the head of HR at ITC Hotels Colombo. Now tell me, Salome, how has the graduation ceremony been today?
The graduation ceremonies over the years have taken a step ahead with each graduation, I would say, and it's a notch up from most graduations that we would experience locally. So a warm congratulations to the William Angliss team, and I've been associated with William Angliss from their very first graduation, so I can see the road they've traveled, which has been really inspiring for us as industry partners.
Mr. Kamal Munisinghe, who is the General Manager at Cinnamon Grand Hotel, Colombo. Now tell me, Kamal, how important it is to have an institution like William Angliss at SLIIT putting out trained professionals into the industry.
You know, it's a very good time actually, because if you look at it, the Sri Lankan tourism, the industry has been really down over the last 3 years. But institutions like this, institutes like this, especially William Angliss, has been producing some very good quality students and also a workforce for much needed workforce for our industry. I think it's very timely. The industry is going to, I think, in a good recovery path. And having these kind of talent coming out of these kind of institutes, quality students and talent coming out is very, very important for our industry. And also, I think a lot of the people don't stay in Sri Lanka. We have a huge brain drain. A lot of the people are leaving the country at the moment. So we need more people, more talent coming out of these institutions and universities. And we look forward to having them in our industry and nurture them and groom them to take up the leadership roles in this industry.
I have with me Mr. Nishad Pereira, who's from Teardrop Hotels. Now tell me, Nishad, how has the graduation ceremony been today?
I'm actually starting now for the second session. We've been here since last year. We could have good relationship with William Angliss, so I'm sure this is another spectacular event with them.
How important do you think it is to be associated with an institution like William Angliss that has a wide circle of alumni and a wide network of past pupils?
I mean, it's necessary, especially with the hotel industry. We need to have this connection with the hotel schools. We are the industry, and we know the requirement. So there is a two-way relationship always with the hotel schools and the hotels. So it's better for the industry.
Miss Amanda Pallavalawel, as you can see, one of the most highest achieving students, one of the graduates this year. So tell me, Amanda, how was the experience today?
I'm super happy about this achievement, because this is not just a qualification. We gain so much experiences, not only experiences but also fun with my colleagues. And I want to mention that the lecture panel was so friendly and they were very helpful. Not only them, but also the administration as well. So I'm really thankful for William Angliss.
I have with me Miss Anji Ratwat, who's from Kingsbury Hotels PLC. Now tell me, Anji, how has the experience today been with the William Angliss graduation ceremony?
It has been awesome, and I think it's very important, especially for the industry, to have such recognition and also to have students come out of such institutes. I think it has been actually a wonderful experience to see youngsters graduate and also come into our industry. So they are polished and they are also, coming as professionals. So that is something that we really need in the industry, and it feels so proud to sit and just watch them walk and get awarded.
Randika, who, as you can see, has achieved quite a lot during his tenure at William Angliss at SLIIT. So tell me, Chamara, how has your experience been at William Angliss?
So I joined in 2019, July batch. That's the beginning of the COVID-19. So we went to Angliss only for 6 months time. Everything was done virtually. Virtual is not easy, but Angliss, the lecturers, they really helped us to get what we are today. I really appreciate what they have done. I expected only one. I'm sorry, but I got 3. Thank you so much for everyone. Angliss, I really love you all. Thank you so much.
I have with me Miss Ashmita Ganapati, who's been awarded the Best Student in Event Operations. So tell me, how was your experience at William Angliss?
It was a great experience I had for 2 whole years, and most of the people over here like a good support for the whole career, and I hope for a good career away.
Perfect. Now, there are lots of students who have just finished their A-levels and they're out there looking for career paths and options. If somebody were thinking about hospitality, what would you tell them about William Angliss at SLIIT?
So basically, for a correction, I came after O-level over here to do the event management. And event management is the best option to do in a William Angliss Institute. It helps your career and you can go far and far. The practicals you get to know in their 2 years of journey, it helps your whole life. Whole career life will be an awesome life.
With me, Dinika Velagadru, who's been awarded the best or the excellence in marketing and business plans. So tell me, Dinika, how was the graduation ceremony?
It was great. I'm so excited. So I don't have any word to tell. Like, I'm so happy.
That's how excited you are. Now tell me a little bit about your experience studying at William Angliss.
It was great. So I'm planning to continue my studies in William Angliss. Yeah, that's it.
What a fantastic event it has been at the Shangri-La Colombo today. We wish all the graduates from William Angliss at SLIIT all the very best. Until we see you again with another high event, take care and be safe.